Hi, I'm Anthony Usera, and today we're going to do the famous blue bottle experiment. So here we have plain water, about a little over a cup of water, and here we have a not so common household chemical called potassium hydroxide, and this is glucose. So glucose is a simple form of sugar, and that will be representing the glucose in your bloodstream. So we're going to go ahead and start by putting the glucose in the water first and get this experiment going. That way we can start talking while we wait for chemistry, the magic of chemistry, to happen. So here I'm just gonna mix it in and help it to dissolve. So there, that just agitates it, dissolves quicker. So just like if you put a teaspoon of sugar in your coffee, it'll mix better if you stir it a little. Then we'll add the potassium hydroxide. And the purpose of this is just to put some oxygen in there. So we have the oxygen. Oh, you see a little bit of reaction occurring. Actually, this is warm now too. So it was cool water. It was room temperature water, let's say. Now it's feeling really warm. So there's some reaction occurring. And it's balancing out, all pretty well mixed. Everything's fine. And then we add the Haberkugel, the magic bullet, MitoBolic Blue. And we'll just put maybe 8 drops in there because it's kind of a big, and we just want to make sure we get a good reaction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll cap that off to get it airtight. And we'll see everything mix in. There we go. And then we'll just keep it nearby so that we can keep an eye on it while we talk. So what happens is inside the mitochondria, the MitoBolic Blue will help energy to move down the electron transport chain in order to power not just the mitochondria itself, but also the entire cell. When the mitochondria are working better, then your body can make healing peptides that balance inflammation, that promote differentiation and proliferation. That means like health and healing and regrowing. Apoptosis, that's the killing of damaged cells if they can't work better. And, that's the things that we're allowed to talk about there. Now, what's happening in you see it already turned color. So it was blue. The MitoBolic Blue came in. It helped the oxygen and the glucose to do their reaction, and then it changed forms. And this is the same thing it's going to do inside your body. It's going to help fatty acids and sugars in your bloodstream to meet with the oxygen and move electrons inside your cells to help energize your body. So the only difference between the bottle and your body is inside your body, the blood continues to flow and your heart is beating and there's a lot of agitation, so it keeps churning over. So here I'll simulate that by just shaking it. So in your body, your blood is kind of always churning around inside your body. So as soon as it reduces, it'll go into oxidation, and then once it oxidizes, it'll go back into reduction, and it'll keep doing that back and forth throughout your body until you see a very blue urine later when it starts to exit your bloodstream. Oh, so there it is again. So once it does the reaction, then it turns, and then we agitate it again, and it keeps working. So here's a 1-page paper that I could send you if you're interested, talking about some of the effects of the MitoBolic Blue. It improves your energy levels. It does that by helping other enzymes and cofactors already inside your body to work better. Also, if you take it with other supplements, it helps them to work better. There have been some interesting studies about this. It provides antioxidant support. So earlier on a different video, we had these two here where we made them at the same time, and they both have an equal amount of the blue. It's just one is in the blue form and one is in the reduced form, the opposite. So it's oxidize and reduction. This is what they were talking about in your high school chemistry, and it never really made sense until now when I actually see how it works. So oxidation and reduction occurring opposing things. Here we have it in one state and the other at the same time, equal amounts in both. And this same thing is happening inside your body, where it's turning clear and becoming blue, and turning clear and becoming blue. Except it's continually doing it, and it's going anywhere in your body where there's activity. So it's a vocabulary word called activity dependent specificity, where anywhere in your body where there's churning over of these reactions happening inside your cells, it will help it to move those electrons and have that effect. And it's happening instantaneously and all the time as soon as you take it, with as little as 4 drops. So some people are taking higher doses, and if you really want to take some more, I now have it in a capsule form. In the capsule, we could put 100, 135, 200 drops in one capsule, and that's going to help you to get more saturation into the deep tissues. So it does pass the blood-brain barrier, and that'll help it to get into those neuronal areas. Because, you know, really what's happening in chronic disease is the cells are losing their harmony. The energy of the cells are out of balance, and then that causes disharmony, which means that the cell now doesn't have enough energy to do all of the functions. So it takes a lot of cell energy in order to go down the electron transport chain here. And if there's an injury or something that prevents it from going from point to point, then it'll lose electrons, and those electrons then require antioxidants. And that's why people talk about taking antioxidants. But to take antioxidant is just a symptom. Like here, we're going to go to the source of where your body is leaking out oxidants and help them to get back into the electron transport chain and power your cells so that you could heal yourself. In your cells, if we can keep these complexes working inside the mitochondria, then now your body can produce these 13 specific healing peptides, and your body can do it built in, automatic. All we have to do is help your cells have more energy so you could heal yourself. Here we can use the laser, and using specific infrared frequencies, we can stimulate the mitochondria to be able to produce even more energy, and it has a synergistic effect with the blue where you get 4 times the benefit. 4 times the benefit by having that on board and lasering at the same time. Well, there'll be more videos. Please put some comments and questions. Thanks a lot. If you'd like to order the MitoBolic Blue, just see me, text me, send me a message. Soon the website will be available. Thanks.